Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is verbs, and this is the third and, for at least the moment, final video where I specifically look at word classes. The first video was nouns, the second was adjectives, and the third is going to be verbs. And the aim of these videos was to give students some specific names for different subcategories of words that we have. So there's numerous types of adjectives, numerous types of nouns, and now I'm going to give you in this video 3 types of verb. And this might help students who are studying their GCSE in English language, for example, for a language analysis question, or it might even help students studying A-levels who have to be specific, perhaps in terms of the grammar that they are working with. So the 3 types of verb I'm going to be going through in this video are mental verbs, verbal verbs, and material verbs. And as was the case in previous videos, I've given you a simple definition there in the boxes, as well as numerous examples in bold. So mental verbs are to do with actions of the mind. Verbal verbs are to do with expressing communication. And material verbs are perhaps most commonly referred to because they refer to physical actions, as you can see with the examples there. So I think it's probably going to be the orange verbs here, the material verbs, which students, at least for GCSE, are going to want to talk about most, but not always. Sometimes students like to talk about verbal verbs as well, or mental verbs. So let's be specific, and this is the 3 types of verb that exist. There are others, but these are certainly, in my experience, the verbs that are most common in texts. So I'm going to give you 4 examples, or 4 sentences, I should say, and you can see that I've underlined certain words. These words that are underlined are all verbs, so you can always give them that kind of broad terminology, that broad technique of a verb. But based on the previous slide, we can also now be more specific, and we can push our language techniques further by trying to be as specific as we can in terms of what type of verb these are. So you can pause the video now and try and write down or guess or discuss what type of verb these underlined words are, or you can carry on watching and I can give you the answers. And here we go. So we have the material verbs that I have put in orange font. These are words which have something to do with some kind of physical action or some kind of physical presence. We have a couple of mental verbs because they are to do with things that go on in our brains, believing and remembering. And we also have a couple of verbal verbs, whispered and replied, because those are both things that we do with our mouths. And as the video suggested earlier, whenever you're dealing with something which is to do with an action which is to do with your mouth, it's going to be a verbal verb because it's going to be something to do with communication. So a very kind of simple video, hopefully, and one that will help you develop some specific techniques if you want to be more specific about what type of verb that you have in front of you. Thank you for watching and good luck in your studies.